All I have to say, rebel. No, we can't go down this way. Rebel. All I have to say, rebel. No, we can't go down this way. Rebel.
700 billion a year to the fossil fuelers, 750 billion a year to the rocket launchers. This monster's morbid, mob is sordid, more than what's reported while this song's recorded. Hope 100 humans cross the borders, words of MLK, greatest violence purveyor. See ourselves in the afflicted, the environment decayer. Do it for Puerto Rico in Ibrahim Abu Thureya. He'll get ahead to Mimi while he's tweeting London's mayor. Harbingers of doom, they let the Trump committee gallivant. Passport not accepted, it's a London city travel ban. Dystopian future like Amazon's camper vans. Merely an apprentice to the corporate gangster glamour gang. Cause Exxon Mobil are writing this Trump script. The Koch brothers are riding this Trump ship. Wall Street is writing this Trump script.
Good evening, Lowkey.
Good evening.
Great performance.
Thank you very much.
I enjoyed the acoustic set.
Thank you very much. Thank you.
Right, and now, Trump.
Yeah.
That's why we're here.
Yeah.
Why are we going to be there?
Okay, well, this was a human being. Prior to entering his role as president, he had been accused by 15 different women across the United States of sexually assaulting them. He's also an accused rapist. He's somebody who is well known. Historically, there were cases against he and his father for discriminating against African American tenants in their period as landlords, Trump and his father. He is somebody who really believes in the absolute inverted totalitarianism as put out by Sheldon Wallen of corporatization, of a corporate domination of government. He is desecrating the state as we speak and really seeking to empower the absolute worst of society. We see him deeply in love with the fossil fuel industry, which is dragging humanity closer and closer to a man-made Armageddon or apocalypse. So for all of those reasons, not to mention his continued servility to the military-industrial complex, he is someone that absolutely must be opposed. He's also somebody who relies upon the sort of groundswell of the most thuggish and gangsterish sections of society. He likes to purport that he is somehow an alternative to neoliberalism, and of course this was something that Bannon also promoted, that somehow people who would have voted for Bernie Sanders would now vote for Donald Trump because, you know, globalization and neoliberalism was something that naturally Trump was a kind of antidote to. But we see his policies, we see him coming in, and the Department for Labor not reporting workers' deaths around 6 months into Trump's presidency, new policies such as that. He is anti-worker, he is in love with coal mines and with coal in general and fossil fuels. But if he really wanted to stand up for workers' rights, he would oppose things like automation and things such as that. So really we're in a situation where we're standing against misogyny, we're standing against racism, we're standing against militarism, and this kind of frantic search for a scapegoat in all cases, and the sort of externalization of the idea of evil, the demonization of somebody else in order to feed the military-industrial complex and you know, further extend the obfuscation industry. We have seen this situation go from bad to worse continuously. We stand in solidarity with all of the grassroots movements who are opposing the slow and incremental and attritional violence of Donald Trump's policies. We stand in solidarity with all of the people who are the 6,000 plus people who since 2000 have died trying to cross the Mexican South American border. largely because of policies whereby you have the water angels leaving water, cartons of water for the people trying to cross, and you actually see the border guards purposely sabotaging those efforts and stamping on those water cartons, and so then people are dying from dehydration. There's many ways in which his presidency is violent, and of course there's many ways in which he's continuing previous US policy. So what we are looking at is presenting a wide as possible mobilization on the 13th of this month on Friday. We hope to see everybody there. We hope to really get all in and send our message loud and clear so that Theresa May is under absolutely no illusion. We look at a situation where, according to some estimates, you have around 104 US military installations in this country. We cannot talk about this government as a government which enjoys true sovereignty when they still maintain this servile relationship with the United States. So that's the reason why I'm going to be there on the 13th, and I hope everyone watching this will also be. Thank you.